What's up guys, welcome to Finecraft Woodworks. Today I'm going to show you guys how I detail my brand new 2025 Toyota Land Cruiser from start to finish. I'll show you guys all the chemicals and products I use. So also real quick, I just wanted to say there are many different ways to detail a car and there's many different correct ways to do it. So just because you might see someone use a method or materials different than what I do, that doesn't mean it's right or wrong, it's just different. So sit back and enjoy. So the first thing we're going to do is the wheels are going to be one of the dirtiest things of the car. So I'm going to spray off the wheels and then use some of the P&S Brake Buster and get at it. This part will probably get you the dirtiest because you get a lot of spray, but I found using a power tool really makes the whole process a lot faster. Now we just rinse it off. And now we repeat. So now that we've finished the wheels, and now we are going to get ready to wash the entire car. So let's put your wipers up. So now that we got our soap ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and rinse off the car just with water, try to get rid of as much debris that could scratch the paint as I can. And then I'll go ahead and hand wash the whole car. Now, once I get the paint wet, the clock starts ticking, because especially the water that I have here in Loma Linda, California, it's very hard water, so it leaves a lot of deposits. So I don't want any of that water to dry on the car. So once I start, I'm gonna kind of keep going. I'll narrate as I can, but that's just kind of important to know. That's also why I'm doing this early in the morning when the sun's not as bright. So especially this time, my car is really dirty. I just took it camping. So it's covered in a bunch of crap, also a bunch of bugs and whatnot. So I'm gonna really try to get that off the best I can. So don't be afraid to really take your time here and really rinse it off good. All right, so time is ticking now. And the goal is just to lather the whole car. And when my sponge gets dirty, I will rinse it off with the hose and then put it back in the bucket to get more soap. I'm gonna spend some time in the front of the car here because it did a pretty long road trip and there's a ton of bugs up here. So I'm really trying to remove all those dead bugs in the car. But a lot of times when you get a car washing sponge like this, it'll have a softer microfiber side and then a little bit more aggressive side. I'm using the aggressive part here just because I have more stuff in my car. And it definitely could scratch the paint. That's why I spent so long rinsing the car off first, trying my best to get as much stuff off of it as I could before I hit it with the sponge. So now this sponge is dirty. I did quite a bit. So I'm just gonna rinse it out like this. Hopefully get some of that debris off. And then put it back in the water. I'm gonna do the tires now. But I use a different sponge for the tires. I use this orange guy. I know I already cleaned the tires, but I like doing just one more round. All right, so now that we got that, We'll go ahead and rinse the car off. All right, so now that the car is dry, this is my favorite part. This is where I'm going to apply some Tech 582 to the whole car. This is a spray ceramic. Now, I know a lot of you probably thinking, hey, not all ceramics are equal, and that's totally right. This car has already had a professionally applied ceramic coat put on top of it. Think of this as just like rejuvenating the ceramic. This is just putting a little bit more ceramic on after each wash. This makes the car so smooth to the touch. It's really nice, and so I personally really like doing this. You can also use this as a drying agent. I don't like doing that because I feel like my rags over time don't absorb water as well, because it gets like the ceramic infused into the rags, and ceramic, you know, repels water. And so I like to dry the car first and then use a separate, different type of rag that I don't use for drying to apply the ceramic. I use about that much. I would rather be a little more liberal with it, just to get a good protective coat. This obviously helps protect the paint, but in my mind, I mainly do this, well, A, the car looks and feels really nice once it's on, but B, my rationale is this will help protect the professionally applied ceramic coat that I have on it. I also put this Tech 582 on all the black plastic trim as well. So the tires are already looking pretty good, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of tire shine on them just to kind of touch it up a little bit. So it's just a simple spray on, wipe off. Last but not least, we are going to use a window cleaner on the outside of the car, and we'll start in the interior. This is my favorite window cleaner by far. It gets your windows so stinking clean. We're gonna take a quick break, and I wanna give a huge thanks to today's sponsor, Monport Laser. Monport Laser is giving you guys a chance to grab a free can of black laser marking spray, and it's honestly really cool stuff. All you gotta do is you spray it on metal, laser your design, and boom, the lasered area turns black. So you can easily add black text or graphics to just about any metal surface. For today's video, I'm going to be giving away 5 of these cans, so that means 5 winners. So all you got to do is go in the description below, and there's going to be instructions walking you through step by step on how to enter. So thank you guys for that quick break, and now let's get back to the video. So just to show you guys the interior, we are suffering very much from dirty mats. Definitely want to wipe off all the surfaces, and I will show you guys how I do that. But before I do any of that, I'm going to take a rag, and if you see all these door well seams still wet, and so I'm just going to take a rag and wipe all that off. Now this part, be as careful as you can to get the floor mat without dumping any of that crap into the car. Oh yeah. I'm just going to shake it out, and then I'm going to get an interior detailer, spray it, wipe it off, and then that'll be good. I'll show you here. So what I do is I'm using P&S's quick detailer. I love this stuff. Spray it down liberally. And just wipe it off. All right, I'm gonna go grab the rest. I will set the clean ones to the side here. So as you can see, this trunk is very dirty. It's dirty enough that I can't just use a quick detailer to wipe it up. So I'm gonna get out my shop vac, clean up as much of this crap as I can, and then I'll wipe the rest down. So you'll notice that with cars, like, you just accumulate dust over time. Just try to get rid of that dust, any other random gunk that gets in your car, just trying to get it all. Now, this is one of those details that almost nobody's gonna see, but it's just satisfying to know that you got it all. I find that for all the interior stuff, just having a rag that is wet with the cleaner is enough to usually get everything. Some people will use those interior brushes and like really build up a nice lather. I don't like doing that because I don't want to mess up the electronics. Now the screen I'm going to do last, and I'm going to use a fresh cloth, and then I'm just going to use a glass cleaner on it. And we're just doing all the surfaces. And then I'll just do the exact same thing for the other side. I have a fresh cloth. I'm going to go ahead and get the screen. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of the window cleaner on the cloth and then gently wipe the screen. So let me see if I can do this while holding the camera. So just a little bit. And we're going to get the screen, not applying very much pressure. This is something I definitely do not want to scratch. Looking good. And just that, or the cloth that's still just a little bit of wet. I'll get this guy as well. I've done that, and perfect. So now I'm going to get my leather conditioner, and I'm going to do a whole treatment on all the leather. So I'm using P&S's leather treatment conditioner protectant. That's what it's called. Basically, you buff it on, let it sit 10 minutes, and then you buff it off. So this is a clean cloth. So we're going to put some on the rag here. Now since this is perforated, you have the holes here. I'm going to go ahead and work it into the rag a little bit first. And then do that. All right, so now that I applied the leather conditioner and everything, now I just go and wipe any excess off. So this is a clean rag, and just wiping everything down here. All right, folks, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions or concerns or tips, suggestions, whatever, leave it in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos in the future. Thanks.